South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has said that Nigerian tourists can now apply to visit South Africa without submitting their passports. In addition to this, South Africa is offering a 5-year multiple entry visas for qualifying Nigerian business people. This is a development between Nigeria and South Africa as a result of when Tinubu visited the country. But guess what? There is another twist to this. Some people are very, very angry with this development. They are attacking President Cyril Ramaphosa, saying that why would you allow this kind of visa for Nigerians? You see, the hatred these people have for Nigerians is unprecedented. Let me tell you the people, these are black South Africans. Black South Africans are hating on Nigerians and also attacking their president, saying that he shouldn't in any way grant Nigeria visas to South Africa, whether tourist or business entry. Let's look at what Shehu Sani, in reaction to this development, look at what he said. He said the attacks on President Cyril Ramaphosa by some South Africans because of his approval of visa relaxation for Nigerians is unfortunate. They are ignorant of the historical role of Nigeria in their struggle for liberation, and they are also ignorant of the multi-billion-dollar South African investment in Nigeria. He said something very, very spectacular. Though I noticed that most of those not happy with Nigerians are the South African men and not the other gender who have proven to be the real Pan-Africanists. I continue. On that reply, black South Africans lack knowledge of history. When you are brainwashed to forget your history, there will be a vacuum and anything can fill it. If care is not taken, the oppressors will be saints while rescuers will be perceived as evil. That is the story of black South Africans. The conquerors have done a good job of diverting the attention of black South Africans from the main issues that affect their daily lives and the mental health of many generations. Brothers and sisters, we have to check on the well-being of our black South Africans. We have known that there is a long history of black South Africans hating their fellow Africans, not only Nigerians. We have xenophobic attacks on Nigerians for a very long time, and these are perpetrated not by the whites but by the blacks of South Africa, citing so many reasons: criminal activities, taking their women, taking their jobs, and wanting to dominate their society. These are one of the reasons why these guys are hating on Nigerian men. And you trust Nigerian people, wherever they go, they always show that they are Nigerians. But that is not where I'm going to. Where I'm going to is that, are we not tired of telling this same old story of Nigeria helping South Africa? Every now and then, they should remember history, that Nigeria helped them during their apartheid regime. Nigeria helped them. Are we not tired of telling these stories? What should be the discussion now is that Nigeria should fix its issues, fix its economy, fix its country. South Africa is a place that many Nigerians are willing to go. If you were to choose between Nigeria and South Africa, most Nigerians will reject Nigeria for South Africa. Some people even do Thanksgiving. They celebrate when they have South African visa, a country that Nigeria supposedly helped, literally helped, during the apartheid regime. But Nigerians are now still saying, because South Africa's, why wouldn't they want to allow Nigerians into their country? We helped you. See, all those ones that are story, and history. Nigerians should have fixed itself by now. Leaders are there, destroying the image of the country, making the country uncomfortable, ungovernable, no human rights, amenities, everything is upside down. And you think others should take you serious. Now I'm standing on the side of South Africans. South Africans should not allow Nigerians into their country until Nigerians find a way of fixing its system, which is restructuring. If you don't restructure Nigeria, you will always get this kind of treatment, especially from African countries. The other day, Ghana destroyed, and I think our embassy in Ghana was pulled down What stopped Nigerian leaders from replicating what we are seeing in South Africa and Nigeria? What is stopping them? Every time we helped South Africa, while we are unable to fix the country, we had 1960, from 1960 till now, we have been unable to fix any part of the country. With all the big men, with all the Soludos, with all the Okonjo-Iwealas, with all the PhD, with all the professors, nothing has been done, and you are complaining that South Africa is stopping you from entering their country. Let me read this reaction. Nigerian leaders should make Nigeria a better, safe, and conducive place to live. It's embarrassing that we have to be happy because the SA approved visa relaxation for Nigerians. Nigeria is big brother to South Africa, so they should look up to us at all time, not we gloating over the past help we gave them. If they choose to be ungrateful, that is on them. We shouldn't play the help game to force them to accept us. I stand with South Africans. They must make sure that South Africa is uncomfortable for Nigerians, so that Nigerians can go back and fix their country. Nigeria needs restructuring, resource control, regionalism, or balkanization. We have seen that these different ethnic groups that make up Nigeria have different agenda, and if we are trying to force ourselves together, we cannot make any meaningful progress with this country that is so blessed with mineral resources. We have offered solutions upon solutions upon solutions. Some leaders are bent on destroying the commonwealth of these unique tribes that needs to have a country or a region of their own and fix themselves. If Nigeria were to be a region, I don't think that South Africa will see our back. I'm telling you, when Nigeria practiced regionalism, South Africa was nowhere to be found. Nigeria then was called the big brother of Africa. But when the president went to South Africa and secured that visa, APC, Ronu, and APC whatever supporters were happy. You were bragging. The other time it was Dubai. You were bragging. Is it not a shame that we are happy that we got visa into an African country that we helped? Is it not a shame? It's a shame. So I stand with South Africans. They must do everything they can to make sure that Nigerian leaders think of restructuring the country. There's no way you can fix this country. I've said it, I'm repeating myself. There's no way. This visa they gave you is not that it is a good, it's just, it has restrictions. Tourists, not that you're coming to stay permanently. Tourists and businessmen are getting visas to go into the country to see how fine the country is, and they come back. Businessmen go and do business, multiple entry, 5 years, you go and come back. Not that you are going to stay there, because African countries have seen Nigeria for who they are. Look at how Nigeria is performing at ECOWAS. How woefully the leadership of ECOWAS have plunged. We don't have Burkina Faso, we don't have Mali. Niger is out of ECOWAS because of a Nigerian factor. Nigerian big brother, there's nothing they can handle. We refuse to fix our home, and we are crying that other people are not allowing us into their homes. Let the South Africans continue. If Nigerians refuse to fix themselves, let the whole Africa reject Nigeria so that Nigerians can look inward. Because I believe until some things happen before Nigerians start bringing their senses together. Even the United States, what Trump is trying to do in the United States, you should make sure that all those illegal immigrants, they should deport them. Those that are supporting evil government, APC evil regime, those that are supporting that are abroad, they should deport them into Nigeria so that they can come and enjoy the good governance and not complain and still support the government. Kemi Badenoch, I like what she's doing. They thought they could gaslight her because she's a leader of Conservative Party in Britain and she's from the Southwest. So they want to use that to enter her. She called their bluff and they are complaining. Why are you complaining? Kemi Badenoch should run for Prime Minister of the UK and win that seat and use that seat and send all of them back to Nigeria. Since you all want to support a government that's not working, a system that is not working, all of you will come into this country, and this country your eyes, you open your eyes and you understand what we have been crying over the years. Many of us preach for one Nigeria, preach for better reforms. Go to all universities, look at projects, PhD thesis, project done by PhD students. These guys have been preferring solution to the Nigerian problem. They have been preferring solution to the Nigerian problem. Most projects are solution based. You can literally look at some projects on fixing Nigeria and get some of the things you need to do. But with all these projects, with all the committees, with all the recommendation, with all the confab, with everything, we seem not to find good leaders from these three geopolitical zones that can fix the country. It seems to be a Herculean task. It seems to be something that is impossible, which I know it is impossible, because down north they have what they think. Their own orientation is different from what the Southwesterner is thinking, from what the Southeasterner is thinking. Their orientation are different from each other. We cannot arrive to a conclusion. Just look at what's happening with the Southern president. How the North, all of a sudden, they are feeling uncomfortable. One man was talking about 1,000 workers that the CBN was going to lay off and everything that is going to affect the North. Every time, the North. Look at the privilege that the North has been given in terms of education. You score your JAMB score in the Southwest is different from your JAMB score in the North. But yet, when we look at appointments and employment opportunities at the federal level, it is the North that is taking over everything. A Southeasterner will go to school, get first class, be qualified, but a Northerner who knows nothing will be given that same employment in the same Nigeria, and you believe that Nigeria is going to move forward. You believe that you can fix this country under this current system. You will get more of this disgrace from South Africans. South Africans now, they are taking it upon themselves to make sure that Nigerians don't get into their country. Because when you look at it, at some levels, Nigerians are involved in criminal activities and also doing all sorts of things because their country is not conducive for them. They find ways to survive, because when you travel to a country and you want to survive, the easiest way to survive is to get into criminal activities. The more reasons why I say Nigerians are getting into criminal activities abroad. The easiest way, the easiest opportunity that offers itself is illegal activities. And you want to blame them. Most of these things that the South Africans are crying and crying day and night, that we don't want Nigerians. And Nigerians, they go there, they don't know how to take care of women. They marry South African women while their men are just left somehow without Nigerians are given a hand. So let Senator Shehu Sani look for something else to say. Instead, coming back to advise the National Assembly and all those that are in power, make sure you restructure this country. That's the only way. The president should have been going out to start trying to find how they get and grant visas. And most people, I think, most people will be blaming a particular tribe of say, this tribe, so tribe are the ones doing drugs and everything in whatever. My brother, that is not the reasons why Nigeria is having a bad name abroad. You see, the country called Nigeria and its leaders, governments abroad, look at the attitude, look at the behavior of its leadership. For instance, now, okay, we have Nigerians that are carrying drugs and everything, committing crimes in South Africa. Whilst the leadership is okay and correct, then we know that this tribe has a problem. But look at the leadership. Look at lawmakers filled with thieves, ex-convicts, people that have been accused of various crimes abroad. They are the ones that come back and join the political party and seize the power of the nation. And these countries know. Look at the FBI files of the president. The United States know what is happening. We have leaders that are criminals. So it doesn't give the country a good name. So if it's like the leadership is okay, why would these people leave their country? If I tell you that most people are tired of staying abroad, they want to come back home. There's no place like home in Nigeria. You see that people in the diaspora are the ones pushing for reforms. They are the ones pushing for Biafra. They are the ones carrying most of the Even the obedient movement, you see, most people from diaspora are the ones sponsoring a change in Nigeria. The funds coming from diaspora into Nigeria, because these people are tired of calling the diaspora their homes. No place like home. If Nigeria can fix Nigeria, what is the need? Who is South Africa? When we look at the country, the different ethnic groups in Nigeria, there's no country in Africa that can match a Yoruba man, that can match an Hausa man, that can match an Igbo man. There's no country. If not for bad leadership. Bad leadership. These guys are unique guys, which if they stay on their own, they will develop at their pace and they will do better. Although there's an advantage being together, but since we have people that are not on the same page with every other person, you are hating on yourself, you dislike yourself, and you think with doing such, you can be respected. You cannot be respected. The visa, whatever, is affecting everybody. All Nigerians, whether it is Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, all Nigerians, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect the government and its relationship. If you are threatening South Africa that they have whatever investment in Nigeria, that will stop them. Do you think that will stop them from attacking you when you come to their country, or putting up policies that will make it hard for you to be able to live in their country? Do you think that they are concerned about whether you are threatening them or not? Whether South Africa has billions of dollars. Even Nigerians have the investment other people have in Nigeria, Nigerians don't have it in their country. The political leaders have sold the country. To go to Lekki trade zone. Go to Lekki. You think that Nigerians are the one that built Lekki. You not know that it is investors, the friends of the government officials that are Oyibo. They are the ones that own Lekki. You think that it is the indigenes that own Lekki. You don't know that it is Oyibo people that have bought all over the place. The investments are owned by people from outside the country. The leaders are selling. Bad leadership. Imagine you are in your state. People that own most of the investments are people from outside that are not Nigerians, not Africans. That is what African leadership has put us into. The more reason we are asking that this country needs to take another turn, another level. South Africans should continue what they are doing. They should not stop. They should pepper the president to reverse the visa. Don't say I don't like Nigeria. What is Nigeria? Why are people leaving the country? If you become a medical doctor or nurse now, the next thing is to leave the country. Ask those people that are leaving the country, why don't you love your country so much that you stay? So is it me that you are saying that I don't like Nigeria? Those nurses and doctors, those professionals, those educationists, those that are praying to God, going for vigil, night vigil, to get visa to fly out of the country, a country that you say will be better. When I hear people say the country will get better, sometimes I laugh at them. I tell some people that this country might not get better, it will get better for me and my family. A country that the way you lay your bed, so shall you lie on it. Nigerians, the foundation or that Nigeria is operating on is faulty. The founding fathers saw these things. Some, because of their selfish interests, like Azikiwe and Aguiyi, because of their selfish interests, they still wanted the country to function. But people like Awolowo and even Tinubu saw that this is just a mere geographical expression. Never believed in Nigeria. And they have come because of personal interest, and also they want to still gain from the status quo because of the national cake. Everybody's just so interested in Nigeria because of the national cake. And somebody's telling me I don't like Nigeria. South Africa should continue what they are doing. Nobody should give Nigerian visas until they start to think about fixing their country. Deportation from right center should start happening until people start coming back to restructure this country. Because I don't know why you are so happy that you are getting you're happy that you're getting visa from South Africa of yesterday. I've said it before that no, you cannot compare an Igbo man or a Yoruba man or an Hausa man with any black South African. We are superior to them. Nigeria as a country, even as divided as we are, superior. But since we cannot sort our differences, since you are hating on the particular tribe, since you are ganging up against yourself, Look at the tax bill. Look at presidency. Look at what the North is bringing to the table. Look at what the Southeast is talking about. Look at what the West is complaining about. Everybody's just complaining. And you think people are going to respect you for that? They see what you are doing. They read what you are doing. We have Nigerians that are going out to give the country a good name. But what about the leaders and some other persons? Looking at Nigeria, don't you think that these Europeans, these colonialists, these globalists, they understand Africa much more than we understand Africa? They can tell us about Africa much more than we ourselves can tell about Africa. They know how corrupt that we are. Because most of these money these leaders are taking to their country and they stash it up there, and these people of other countries will be laughing. Look at Libya. Look at Ghana. Look at even some countries that cannot stand before our face. They are just disgracing us up and down. We are happy that Britain had a visa center in Lagos, one of the biggest visa centers in Lagos. We are happy. These are leaders that went to school, that had PhD. They are happy that Britain built a visa in Nigeria. And when you kick against it, they'll say you don't like Nigeria. You that like Nigeria, why can't you fix Nigeria? You that like Nigeria now, why can't you fix the Nigeria that you like? You are just a country of goats and gaslighters. People deceive. The way people deceive themselves in Nigeria, I just believe that juju. They use juju. They use juju run Nigeria. There's nothing you tell me. They use juju run this country. Because people are not behaving normal anymore. Nobody's okay at all anymore. People are just doing things anyhow and anytime they want. South Africans, I support you. Even though I know that the South Africans, they have issues. They have issues with themselves. Focus on the white people that have turned your brain around. In your country, there are places you cannot enter. And you say you are the original owners of the country. It is the Africans, the Oyibo people that own that country. If you take the Oyibo people out of the country, Nigeria would have been better than South Africa, if not for the Oyibo people. If the colonial masters did not leave Nigeria, and they're still in Nigeria till now, Nigeria will be one of the best countries in Africa. So all these black South Africans, even though I'm supporting you, don't think that I don't know what to say about South Africa. If not for the whites, you contribute nothing, you are nothing. They are the ones that open your eyes, and they are the ones that play. Look at how they played you to attack Chidinma. Chidinma went and she came out in flying colors. Even the representative was a white lady. Why the black South Africans are just hating, and just becoming stupid for no reason. I don't know. See, there's something wrong. Huh? Why is it that I'm a black person, or I was put in this kind of system? Because the way I reason is different from the way these guys are reasoning. And they are in their numbers. There are many of them. Stupid mindset. There are just many. Littered all over the place. You are hating on your president because of what? The biggest elephant in the room. You are not focusing on the biggest elephant. How you can rescue yourself from economic bondage. The South Africans are in economic bondage. The whites are the ones controlling the economy. You might be controlling the government, but the whites are the ones controlling the economy. They own the means of production. That is the direct. The reasons why South Africa even has nuclear weapons is the whites. Whatever development you are seeing in South Africa today is as a result of the whites settling in South Africa. Not anything connected to these people that are coming to rant. But I don't blame Nigeria. Nigeria knows the shame. I know they can't fix the country. They intentionally will still choose evil and bad leaders. They will still continue doing the same way until the country consumes and crushes them. The country has destroyed so many people's hopes and aspirations. Now, you are not safe at home. People are outside, are pursuing you. Where will you go? By the time America starts its immigration policy, and many of these Nigerians that are supporting APC or other rubbish politicians are deported, then we'll now know what's happening.